So what can the Xtura really do off-road? It looks off-road capable, but can you actually do some real off-roading with it? That's exactly what we tested at our Mi Mobile off-road driving training. Right after, we'll show you exactly what the Xtura can do off-road, side slopes, axle articulation, water crossings, and steep uphill and downhill driving. It's exciting to see all the things you can do with it. Yes, just a few quick words about the event here. We have the driving training over 3 days. Each day there's a full day group with owners, and then we have 3 2-hour slots, which we call driving training light. For those, we provide test vehicles, 3 Xturas, a Dovra and a Dexter. And here, interested people can drive the vehicles through the terrain. It's a great event where interested parties and current owners can also exchange ideas with each other. If you want to know more about it, check out our video about the driving training itself. We also gathered a few customer opinions as interviews after the driving training. It's definitely quite interesting, and now we'll continue here with a driving review of the Xtura. Yes, we're here at the articulation point. The vehicle is about to lift a wheel. One wheel is in the air, and we can clearly see how the vehicle gets through this spot, even without the differential lock. That's exactly what's happening. Now the wheel is spinning. The vehicle detects via the 4 ETS system that the wheel is slipping and transfers the power to the other wheel. You need a bit of patience. So you have to stay on the gas even when the wheel is spinning. Usually after about 1 rotation, the vehicle recognizes that it needs to redirect the power. And now it already looks pretty extreme here. So we're really making full use of the ground clearance. We're almost sitting on the back, but the Xtura can handle it. We're really close to the edge of the back here. We've pumped up the air suspension to the max to get another 2 or 3 centimeters out of it. But now the vehicle is slowly moving backward again. We don't want to push it too far. But even here, the air suspension gives us those crucial extra centimeters of height at the rear when off-roading.
I just mentioned an example earlier. It's kind of strange. This car looks delicate, doesn't it? On the one hand, it looks unique, but it's not massively bulky. Those expedition vehicles, they look bulky. This one looks more delicate. But when you see how it stands on an articulation track, I remember one spot Exactland wheel was tilted at such an angle against the slope, really slanted, and the other was just straight down, and the suspension was so twisted and yet so stable. That was impressive to me. So that was really great.
Now we're at this specific spot with the noticeable side slope. From the outside, it always looks pretty harmless. But when you're sitting in the vehicle on the low side, you really think it's about to tip over. Here we have a nice long stretch to try out different incline angles. You can drive a bit higher, then it gets steeper, or a bit lower, then it gets flatter. Even with the Xtura, which is a relatively tall and substantial vehicle, we can comfortably handle up to 20 degrees of significant side tilt. For the person sitting on the low side, it's extremely uncomfortable and quite unsettling. That's precisely why we drive the course in both directions, so that both the driver and the passenger each get to sit on the low and the high side once. We're now at the point of an organized retreat, which means you drive up into the terrain and can't go any further. And now we'll see 3 different approaches. The first approach, which you simply shouldn't do, you simply roll backwards down without a gear engaged, without any braking. And you can see the vehicle gains quite a bit of momentum and shoots down. Second approach, we go down right away using ABS braking. So first engage reverse gear at the top and then alternate pressing and releasing the brake pedal. We can see that this is already much more coordinated. It's always important that the front wheels don't lock up so we can still steer. Third approach, the Xtura has DSR, downhill speed regulation. This means that at the top, the driver can now set the speed to go downhill at 5 km/h. Then it automatically brakes each individual wheel. That's even more precisely coordinated than you could possibly do yourself with an ABS braking system.
Really, yes. So you actually feel confident doing it now? It really is, I have to say, the training was well structured. if someone had told me this morning that I'd be driving up that hill, I would have said, no way, not with the Xtura.
Yeah.
This afternoon we drove up it.
We are now at the section with alternating side slopes. The point where it changes is most exciting. But let's start from the beginning. Here we have the slope where we tilt towards the driver's side. Here too, a wheel briefly lifts off the ground. So once again, our 4 ETS comes into play. As soon as slip is detected at one wheel, keep pressing the accelerator, then the 4 ETS engages and transfers power to the wheel that's still on the ground. Now we're about to reach the transition up ahead. This is where it gets exciting because wheels are about to hang in the air again. The front wheel on the passenger side is about to lift off. And now, keep applying the throttle steadily. That's it, it's rolling over there really nicely. It also gets interesting at the back, at the rear of the vehicle, making sure we don't bottom out there. But in this case, we're doing pretty well. He's even steering further to the left, wanting to drive at a steeper angle. At the back, we're compressed. At the front, extended in the air. And then up here, it continues further at an angle upwards. There was quite a bit of air under the rear at the back. We're now at a steep downhill section. The Xtura has DSR, downhill speed regulation, which means we can comfortably set how many kilometers, H4 or 5 we want to go downhill here, and then it brakes each wheel individually. Very pleasant, especially when we have washed out holes here where one wheel might be in the air. So you can fully concentrate on steering and make sure you don't hit anything. We're now at a really steep uphill section and we've positioned ourselves here in the bushes on the side because the vehicle that's about to come up must not be stopped under any circumstances. Otherwise, it would have to make a tactical retreat again, you know. We deliberately filmed this at an angle because we hope it will show just how steep it really is. Here it's so steep that with these shoes you just slide down when you try to walk. All right, he's getting a running start. And you really have to go up here with some momentum, and here he comes. Go, go! The water crossing is of course perfect for the great weather we have here today, but we're lucky because if it were raining you wouldn't be able to drive through here at this spot. We have to make sure that the water doesn't get too high, not even from the bow wave we're pushing in front of us, and that it doesn't get into the air intake. Because water can't be compressed, just a single drop of water in the engine and the engine is ruined. Officially, Mercedes specifies the wading depth of the Mercedes Sprinter at 60 centimeters. So at least that gives you an idea of how deep you can drive through. In general, the top rule when driving through water is to go slowly so you don't push a big wave in front of you. And of course, you should know the terrain beforehand. So, Frank, we're at the end of a long day of off-road driving training. Yes. How satisfied are you with your Xtura out on the track?
Oh, I really had a lot of fun today. At first, when you set off, you're always very, very cautious and you gradually feel out what the vehicle can do, how everything moves, and you also get a feel for the technology. What really and truly impressed me was that the Xtura can actually do far more than you would ever expect.
If this event has sparked your interest, I have good news for you. We want to establish this as a traditional event every year around May 1st with Me Mobile off-road driving training here at the gravel pit near Biberach. The next opportunity to meet us at a trade fair is at Abenteuer Allrad. Of course, we are always open to your questions and requests at our home base at Me Mobile. We look forward to hearing from you.
Before our actual credits roll, here are a few important notes. We are a German trader and have our videos translated by AI. We ourselves speak the languages German and English and have an employee who also speaks Italian. We have experience in exporting both within and outside the EU. We are located near Stuttgart. A direct S-Bahn train goes from Stuttgart Airport to our place. Get off, walk for 3 minutes and you'll reach our station.
Yes, and currently we would be highly pleased if we have managed to generate your interest and you would like to set up a meeting with us. You can find us directly on the B29 between Fellbach and Schorndorf, a 15-minute drive away from the Stuttgart Stadium.
You can find all the vehicles not only online, but also all of them in our Completo exhibition on site.
And completo means all furniture decors, all upholstery, all floor plans, in short, all yours, all Karmann.
The information about which vehicles are available on site, in what equipment and from when, can be found on our Completo website, which is also linked below.
And then a very special specialty of Mobile is the sale of the large rental fleet at the end of the season and also during the season under the brand name Early Bird. The Early Bird catches the worm. Also, you can order a custom used car from us. He must be able to be delivered in time for the rental season so that he can be delivered at the end of the season.
By the way, when it comes to renting, at Mobile we not only sell the motorhome, but we also offer real service from start to finish. And first of all, let's take a look at Mama in the rental department.
We possess more than 50 vehicles for rent, brand new models with a variety of layouts introduced every year. The chances are very good that you can rent your desired vehicle, which you are interested in buying, from us first. The vehicles are all workshop.
Moment, there's one more quick stop. Our workshop is located at our new location in Bräuningsweiler.
Build everything you have chosen in Björn's technology course. We'd be glad to assist. We not only do that, but also everything else that comes up around the motorhome will be fixed with us. We offer this service not only for Euro and Karmann, but also for all other brands.
Yes, that was the presentation in Fast Forward. You can find detailed information about Mobile in our kickoff video 2024. Link below in the description.